do you guys still print up copies? Because I thought that you stopped printing copies and everything was all online or digital.
Well, for Jet, everything is online. But for Ebony, of course, we have the print magazine, and then we also have the Ebony website. So I'm running ebony.com and jetmag.com, and then my awesome counterpart, Kyra Mayo, is running the print magazine now. So we're a tag team, in effect.
The most throwback hip-hop at night. It's The Basement. Hosted by Teefa. Only on 106.3.
Hey, welcome to The Basement. Hot Talk with your girl Teefa. I have a very special guest in the studio tonight. I think I got her up past her bedtime. Kyra Cows. Oh, you can sit up
late.
Really?
Yes. I
Working?
stay up late every night, yes.
What's your daily routine like? Walk us through what you do in a day.
Oh, I get tired just thinking about it. So you have to get up early, check out, figure out what's happening in the world, make sure that we're on top of everything, talk to members of the staff, make sure everybody knows what's going on. You know, unfortunately, we've had some pretty bad news racially, the Charleston incident, and a lot of situations with Black Lives Matter that we've been trying to cover. We had we just pretty much meet, talk, try to get up as much online news as we can, get out here, talk to different people, experts. So every day is different. You know, there are quite a few meetings too, but you know, even in the meetings, I'm still working, got my phone, got my iPad, just trying to figure out what's happening and make sure that the team is updated and that the site is updated. So what I also do is I kind of use Facebook and social media to find out what people are talking about. So if I put up something and people react to it, then I know that might be something that has legs that we can put online, and that people will also react to that too. So, you know, today, for example, we had a lot of traction around the replacement for Nene Leakes and Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, so we have some things that are the sillier things, and also we have this foolery with people somehow trying to defend the Confederate flag. So we had a sad tale up about a Black woman who was really about that Confederate flag. So. But you can tell how people react online that would be a good story, and so then we know to advance and get some experts in, push it forward.
As a woman, being a female editor, do you think you face any challenges that men in your position may not face, or is it any harder for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, women have a more difficult time in a management position, but one of the great things that I love about working at Johnson is this is a company that is being run by women. You know, so it's really empowering. You got the CEO, you got Desiree Rogers, you got the chairman, that's Linda Johnson Rice, and so you have these examples to look up to. So it's not as difficult as maybe some other companies that I worked in where there might have been a little hesitation as it came to women in leadership. But you know, people know better than to bother with me anyway. You know what I mean? So I don't have too many problems.
I kind of want to switch gears because I really wanted to get your opinion on the representation of hip hop in the media. Like, we obviously get a lot of negative press.
You do.
I mean, how do you deal with that, being a fan of the culture? I mean, you were raised in the culture, you're part of the culture.
Well, it's very difficult because I think, you know, one of the important things is that people sometimes confuse all hip-hop music with what you hear on most radio. We won't say you, because you do an excellent job representing the diversity of rap. But some people don't do such a good job. I won't call any names out, but there are some areas where you might think all that there is out there is, you know, 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, Fetty Wap, whatever. So I think that one of the things that is important to me is, yeah, you know, I enjoy listening to certain music. It helps you work out. It's good. It's fast. I'm not here to be like a Puritan and this is the kind of music that has to be out there. But I like to challenge people. Listen to something else. You know, listen to Kendrick. Listen to J. Cole. Man, you know, listen to Joey Badass. Listen to different people with different voices. And that's the thing that I think is lacking. What I would like to see really is not people kind of being this is the only kind of rap that can play. It has to be positive. It has to be this. I would like it. You know, I think that in the 90s we had just a little bit of a better balance. Like you could hear something, you could hear Too Short, but you could hear Poor Righteous Teachers. Like I would just like that kind of balance to come back to the game, because I think there is a lot of good music out there, and I feel kind of sad sometimes when people are saying, oh, you know, I don't listen to new music anymore. There's plenty of great new music.
It is.
But they don't want to play it.
It's hard to find.
Yeah, it's hard to find because people don't play it. But I think with the internet, there are fewer excuses for you to not be able to find something. That might just be you kind of being turned off by what you see. You know, I was just watching the BET Awards, and I think they did a great job of balancing.
Right. What do you think that hip hop artists can do to kind of help change the climate right now?
You know, I have been thinking about that, and I think my opinion has shifted a little bit on that point, and these are just my own personal thoughts. So I think that I used to believe that rap artists should do something in particular to stop this or that. But I've started to think, you know, we as a society just need to work harder to solve certain problems so that people's lives are not that, and that's not all they have to talk about. I mean, obviously, there's always going to be people that capitalize off of it, but for some people, they really don't know anything else to talk about. And how can you expect somebody to come to you from a positive angle or come to you from this diverse perspective with all this knowledge if they don't have it, if what they know is this? So I think we need to work harder on the problems, you know, education, prison industrial complex, things like that, that produce this sort of, you know, viewpoint. Because the thing is, the viewpoint is real. You know, it's not, right, it's real. So we can't just, oh, rappers should only rap about hula hoops. You know, if that's not what they know, that's not what they know. So I've kind of changed my mind about that. I used to think there was a lot more responsibility. I think actually the audience needs to take a little bit more responsibility. As you point out, the audience for the rap music is not just African American. And people typically give you what they see audiences going toward, right? So there's certain rappers who've slipped up and done certain things and they've lost their audience base and they don't do it anymore. So I think some of it is we have to take responsibility. Don't listen to that. And if you don't, then they won't make it.
Right. Okay. So everybody gets asked this question.
Uh-oh. What's this?
The question of the GOAT. If Kyra Cowles had to name a GOAT, greatest of all time, who would it be and why?
I'm going to say, and people may not agree with me, but I don't care.
I'm sure.
I'm going to say the Ghostface Killer.
Really?
Yes.
As the GOAT?
Yes.
Really? Okay, why?
Because the Ghostface Killer is to rap what Martin Scorsese is to film. He paints the word pictures, okay? He brings it. Like, you listen to a Ghostface album and you literally feel like you're in a movie theater watching Goodfellas, which is one of my favorite movies, by the way. He is just so talented. He is timeless. I mean, I was listening to one of his songs today where he was beefing with his watch. How could an artist make a song about arguing with his own watch? Going off on a Rollie, I believe it was. Yes, this is the talent that he has. So I am going to go ahead and say the Ghostface, and I'm going to stand on that.
Can you tell people how they can follow you on social media?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So if you go on Facebook, you can follow me. It's just Kyra Kyles. Everything else is the Kyles file. So it's just TheKyles files. Just follow me around, and I will show you a good time.
Congratulations on the promotion. Thank you.
Thank you. It was awesome to be here.
Thumbs up. It's Hop Talk in the Basement with Teefa and Kyra Kyles.
The most throwback hip-hop at night. It's The Basement. Hosted by Teefa. Only on 106.3